Broadcasting live from the Business RadioX studios in Atlanta, Georgia, it's time for GWBC Radio's Open for Business. Now, here's your host.
Lee Cantor here, broadcasting live from GWBC's Open House. So excited to be talking to my next guest, Bianca Thrasher-Starobin with 23 Consulting. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me here, Lee. I'm excited as well.
Well, I am excited to learn what you're up to. Tell us about 23 Consulting.
So 23 Consulting, I actually started officially in about 2017. I am a lobbyist and a consultant. I am registered in Georgia as well as in DC, and I operate nationwide. Also do a little bit of global business just in representing the interest of corporations and organizations before a political audience, and then connecting the dots with the corporations for opportunities for revenue growth for everybody.
So what's the kind of the meaning of 23 Consulting?
Yeah, sure.
Michael Jordan fan?
Oh, I'm not that cool. Not that cool. So before I incorporated, just before that, I kept seeing the number 23. And so I looked it up. I just decided to look into it. Like, what is this? And I saw Psalm 23. And it's, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to front on you. I am not in church every Sunday. That's not me. And I wasn't there last Sunday or the Sunday before that. However, that was a very powerful and strong message. And I can honestly say that since that experience, I have not wanted. I just thought it was really beautiful. I'd gone through some financial turmoil through a divorce as a result of divorce right before that time. And so that was music to my ears.
So that's kind of the guiding light moving forward?
Yep. That's the entire psalm. It's just powerful.
Mm-hmm. So how did you get into this line of work? What's your backstory?
Well, so I started out as an intern before interning was the thing. And I was about 19, and I interned at the Capitol. And even before then, my dad's family's from Atlanta, although I was raised in Virginia. And whenever we would come to visit, we were always past the Capitol. And I just remember thinking, I'm going to work there one day. I'm going to work there one day. And that's how that happens. And once you get into the business of politics, you never leave because it's all about relationships.
Mm-hmm. So what do you like about it?
I love the impact, the ability to impact, make a change in a positive way. Mm-hmm. There is a lot of what some might consider negativity and all kinds of stigmas, and it's not always a beautiful and perfect scene for all involved. However, learning to navigate that territory, I mean, these are the people that make the rules and regulations, and if you can connect the people that need those rules and regulations to work in their favor so that they can improve the conditions for us all, or a certain demographic or certain audiences or your client, then you've done a really good job. And figuring out what everybody in the equation needs to make something work it's always very exciting. There's never a dull day at the office.
So how does it work? Like a corporation hires you to do what? Like what's the pain they're having?
Yeah. So it's always the same thing for the most part. Doesn't even matter the industry. They want to make more money, or they want to build relationships to make more money, to be more successful, and to have their interests represented, which always amounts to probably more money. Because all corporations, even if it's a nonprofit organization, they need money to work.
So then how do you help them kind of translate what they're doing into some line to the government to help them make more money?
Hopefully, a little common sense and human capital resources, figuring out, depending on the corporation, like, are they trying to penetrate this area of Georgia, this municipality, or is it something in New York? And then what political person do I go to make the introduction that could use their support as well in some way, even if it's just my support, and then to connect that dot with that dot. And so the political folks, they know lots of people. And if it's a corporation, for example, let's say I'm Yeah, maybe I'm in the rug business, whatever. This is just an example. It's like, I want to expand my business in this municipality and I get to go and talk to this legislator. Well, the legislator knows all the different companies. They know a lot of different organizations. So they hear them out. They get to know that corporations, hopefully they're properly vetted through me. And then things pop into their head. Well, maybe they connect them with that, and then they connect them with that. And then the introductions come from there. And an introduction from the top is always better than an introduction from somewhere else. It's not that they don't matter, but this one definitely makes a difference.
So when you're working with some organization, what does kind of that look like? What are the initial questions you're asking them in order for you to know if, okay, is this the right fit? Am I going to be able to make the impact that I, hope to deliver?
At this state and at this phase in my practice, I want to get the warm and fuzzies, because not all money is good money. I want to know that this organization, if I am able to use my gift of the relationships and my experience to be able to help them to raise awareness to what they're doing, somewhere in that equation, that they're going to use their ability, their success, to be able to help others. And I want to know that if I bring them to the table, they're as properly vetted. They have as many of their ducks in a row as possible, because I don't want to bring junk to the table, because that could amount to a bad
affects your reputation.
100%.
And that's all you have, right?
Yep, that's right. They don't, and that's what we see sometimes in the media, where something went sideways. Well, it might have started with the lobbyist not properly vetting their client or whatever.
Right.
Next thing you know, it all went to hell in a handbasket. So yeah, I want to make, at this phase, like, I'm taking on organizations and companies, whatever their give back is, getting to know that CEO, getting to know the heads, like getting to know that they have a good cause down the road. Like, fine, I mean, you're making the rugs, that's great. But if I know that they have this aspect of their company where they give back over here to communities or to different audiences, then that I, in some way or shape or form, get to help those people. So that's the gift and that's the blessing, and that's what I'm seeking.
So why was it important for you to become part of the GWBC community?
Well, initially, I guess probably like everybody else, I hadn't heard of it, but I was speaking with a hedge fund buddy of mine, and I'd heard he'd mentioned, yeah, you should go and get this designation and that designation. I thought, I'm in the business of relationships. I don't know, I don't even know if these people want to hear that that's what I'm doing. And he said, you know what? It's good. You'll be able to build relationships. And he said, look, lots of people get into different doors many different ways. Some folks might get into the doors because of their family. Some folks might get indoors because of their country club affiliation. It's like if something's going to give you the opportunity to get into a door, then you play the cards that you're dealt and you make that work for you. So he said, go ahead on and get it. And I thought, you know what? This is a pretty credible dude, really great guy. And I listened, and I'm so glad that I did, because really and truly, it's an honor to be able to support these folks and to be a part of this squad, because it's very genuinely, they want to help women businesses. They really care. You never feel a sense of ulterior motives. I mean, the end goal is recognizing the value in women-owned businesses, and working together to collaborate to support them. And when we support these groups and these different sectors, at the end of the day, we're really uplifting everyone.
So what do you need more of? How can we help you?
Let's see. What do I need more of? My goodness. I'm just thankful for the opportunity to be here. As far as what do I need more of, I'm not sitting before you like, oh yes, $1 trillion in the bank account. I mean, how can I help you? It's not that. It's just, I'm just thankful for the opportunity to be here. I mean, Mr. Patrick Dierberger and Roz, I'm just so fortunate to know these people and how they have been so welcoming in so many different areas, that I just need to be able to have the opportunity to support them. So
what does that ideal client look like for you?
Oh my gosh, it varies. It just, like for now I'm courting the interest. It's like a Mexican nonprofit organization. And in my head, I kind of sum it up to like, they save the whales. But, and so it's like, but really it's like there's a lot of overfishing in this area, this large body of water, and they are seeking to have protections for this body of water so that there can be no mining, there could be no overfishing. And so I'm loving this because I'm like, ooh, I get to help the whales. So yeah, that's ideal, but the industries are changing. I just, when I get that warm fuzzy, when it comes my way and you meet people that are really passionate about what they do, then, that is the ideal client because I have a feel good feeling that I get to go and help whoever it is that they're helping.
Right. And if you are aligned philosophically and value-wise, that's a good fit, and you know that you're going to make a difference.
Yeah, you want to fight for people that you really care about. I mean, you don't want to be in situations where you're representing a corporation and now you're going to have to do a cleanup on aisle 3. That is so much not fun. It is so not fun.
Sounds like someone who has some scar tissue.
Oh my God, you didn't see them? Like there's a whole huge gash across my cheek. I did the laser removal, so you probably, but if you look, you'll still see the line. But everybody has those experiences in every industry. It's a learning process, and that's part of the journey.
Right. So if somebody wants to connect with you, learn more, have a more substantive conversation, what's the website? What's the best way to connect?
Sure. Yes. I am 23consultingllc.com, Bianca, Bianca at number 23consultingllc.com. And of course, my cell number, it's all public knowledge. Google Bianca. It's 678-640-6819.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your story today. You're doing such important work, and we appreciate you.
Thank you, Lee. I'm honored to be here. Everybody, have a great rest of the day.
All right, this is Lee Cantor back in a few at GWBC's Open House.